Prime Field.
Welcome to Gamecocks Station on Prime Field. In the world of college basketball, losing a player labeled as generational talent would typically signal catastrophe for any program with championship aspirations. Yet for one team, the departure of fan favorite Fulwiley, a player whose electrifying performances created highlight reel moments and brought undeniable excitement to the court, presents an unexpected narrative. The question isn't whether losing such talent creates a void. The question is whether that void, when filled strategically, can transform potential into championship reality. This is the story of how addition through subtraction might reshape a program's destiny. Fulwiley's departure represents more than the loss of individual talent. The player brought a unique combination of skill and spectacle that defined the team's identity in the eyes of fans and opponents alike. Her electrifying play style created moments that transcended routine game action. These weren't simply successful plays. They were the kind of highlight reel moments that generate buzz across social media and fill arena seats. The term generational talent carries weight in college basketball circles. It signals a player whose abilities appear once in a coaching career, someone who can single-handedly alter the trajectory of games through individual brilliance. For a program with championship aspirations, losing such a player would traditionally be viewed as a significant setback. The immediate reaction focuses on what's been lost rather than what might be gained. Into this void step Tania Latson and Madina Okot, two additions whose skill sets present a different approach to team construction. Unlike Fulwiley's highlight-generating style, these newcomers bring what analysts describe as fundamentally sound basketball. Their games are built on consistency, rather than spectacular individual moments. Latson and Okot represent a strategic shift in roster philosophy. Where Fulwiley operated as a singular dynamic force, these players are designed to integrate into a more balanced team structure. The contrast is deliberate. While one player provided electrifying moments, two players now provide complementary skills that address specific team needs. Last season's performance revealed two critical areas where the team struggled: defensive consistency and scoring versatility. Defensive consistency had been a recurring issue. Games would feature stretches of solid defensive play followed by breakdowns that allowed opponents to seize momentum. The pattern suggested systemic issues rather than individual failures. Scoring versatility presented another challenge. While certain players could generate offense in specific situations, the team lacked the depth to maintain offensive production when primary scorers faced defensive pressure or struggled with their shooting. These weaknesses became more pronounced during crucial games when championship-level opponents exposed these gaps through strategic adjustments. The additions of Latson and Okot directly target these identified weaknesses through their specific skill sets. Their defensive capabilities promise to address the consistency issues that plagued last season. Rather than relying on individual defensive moments, their presence suggests a more systematic approach to team defense. On offense, their combined presence creates the scoring versatility that was previously missing. Multiple players can now contribute meaningfully to offensive production, reducing the burden on any single player while creating more strategic options. This roster construction philosophy prioritizes depth over individual stardom, a calculated approach that values team cohesion over highlight reel moments. Championship teams typically succeed through depth rather than individual brilliance. The new roster construction reflects this fundamental principle. With Latson and Okot in the rotation, the team now possesses the depth necessary for sustained success throughout a full season. Players can be rested during crucial stretches without significant drop-off in performance. This depth becomes particularly valuable during postseason play when games are decided by which team maintains its level of play for the longest duration. The cohesion that develops from a deeper, more balanced roster often proves more sustainable than systems built around individual talents. The transformation from highlight-dependent to fundamentally sound basketball represents more than a stylistic change. It's a strategic repositioning for championship contention. Championship teams historically demonstrate certain characteristics: defensive consistency, scoring versatility, and the depth to maintain performance through extended playoff runs. The current roster construction addresses each of these requirements. The question becomes whether this more balanced approach can generate the sustained excellence necessary for a deeper postseason run. Previous seasons ended with the team falling short of its championship aspirations. The new roster philosophy suggests a different path toward that ultimate goal. The departure of Fulwiley and the arrival of Latson and Okot represents what analysts call addition through subtraction, a counterintuitive concept where losing talent ultimately strengthens the overall team. While fans may miss the electrifying moments that define Fulwiley's contributions, the strategic focus has shifted toward building a more complete team capable of sustained championship-level performance. The fundamentally sound approach embodied by the new additions prioritizes consistency over spectacle, depth over individual brilliance, and team cohesion over highlight reel moments. For a program with championship aspirations, this transformation might prove to be exactly what was needed to take the final step toward ultimate success. The question isn't whether the team will be as exciting to watch, it's whether this new approach will finally deliver the championship that has remained elusive.
Prime Field